Well, one part of your holiday meal is the drinks, and we could be talking about milk or juice, but not on Wednesday.
Nah, we're not talking about milk or juice.
No.
That's because it's Wine Wednesday. Marcy Jones is live with us this morning. Hey, Marcy, I just got off the phone with my mother. She whined for 10 minutes.
Oh. Scott, that was a great one.
Thank you.
Move over milk and water. Get out of here. We invite your whiny mother because it is Wine Wednesday, and that's what we're all about. Now, my expertise is just drinking a ton of it. So for the real facts and the history, and we had to go to an actual expert. This is Julius Angelini. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so excited to be here with a true expert, somebody who knows their wines in and out. We've got a delicious array of wines, sparkling wines, some very special ones in front of us. Take us a little bit through the history of Angelini wines.
Okay, yeah, so we're a wholesaler and importer here in Centerbrook, Connecticut. So we sell to liquor stores and restaurants all throughout Connecticut. And we also are importers, so we sell to another 15, 20 states.
Fabulous.
But we specialize in small to medium-sized wineries. So this is really our forte. And what we have here today is the winery from Il Burro, which is owned by the Ferragamo family that do the leather, the shoes.
Very familiar with their shoes and their purses. Love that.
Well, in 1993, they bought this property, and now the person who's running it, his name is Salvatore Ferragamo, who's the grandson of Salvatore, who started the
Amazing.
the winery, the leather company. So what they have is about 2,000 acres, and they have a hotel there, which is actually, they refurbished an old town from the 16th century.
Okay.
And now it's all rooms.
Wow.
And they also have an organic farm and an organic winery.
And lots of room for grapes.
A lot of room for grapes.
Okay, so what do we have? I already did a country club pour of something here. What is this one?
This is the Chardonnay. So
Okay.
we'll start with, so they're about an hour east of Florence. So if you're
Okay.
in Tuscany, so an hour east of Florence, in the middle part of Italy.
Yes.
And they're really high in elevation. And this used to be underwater many, millions of years
Okay.
ago. So there's actually
take a little
shells.
sniff.
There's actually shells in the soil, like the old fossils.
Oh, cute. And that's
So
why it's
this
on
is-
the bottle.
That's why it's on the bottle. So it's the wines are, this is 100% Chardonnay, not aged in wood. So this
Okay.
is nice and lively and crisp.
Okay.
And it's just a perfect.
Is it buttery? I love things.
Yeah, it's a little spicy more than butter, a little vanilla. Not much butter in this
Are you
one.
going to have a little bit?
Sure, why
Okay,
not? I'll
why
join.
not? Don't make me drink alone, Julie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm an expert at this, obviously, right?
Oh, it's delicious. It's so smooth.
Yes, that's the whole key. The key about wines,
It's
not
very smooth.
It's not about price. It's about it has to be very smooth, but also has a nice acidity so that your mouth, so you're cleansing your palate every
Right.
time you're eating food, which
Yeah.
is why these are great food wines.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. Now, for anybody who's not like me, who doesn't, get really excited about wine, who's a little intimidated by wine, if they're trying to pick something to enter into the world of wine, what is the best advice that you would give somebody who doesn't really know what they're
I would
doing?
say go to a good wine store and ask them, because wine's very simple. People try to make them complicated. That's
They
where it
do.
becomes very intimidating.
Right.
The bottom line is, if you like it, it's good.
Okay.
If you don't like it, it's bad.
I love that.
That's
simple
very
rule.
simple.
That is the golden
Simple
rule of
rule.
wine. All right, I know that we're trying another one, maybe a sparkling one?
Yes. So
Okay.
we'll do that later. Should we try
Oh,
this
no,
one?
let's
first?
try the rosé.
Yeah, let's try the rosé. So I'll use this glass.
You know what I love about rosé is that I feel like it really was not in vogue until I would say probably 10 years ago.
Right.
Because I remember when I was growing up and I would see the pink wine, I would get excited. My mom would be like, oh, that's like so 80s and gross and blah, blah. Then all of a sudden it had its moment. Now we're all like rosé all day.
Well, everybody was associating with the white Zinfandel craze,
Yes.
which is very, very sweet. It was
Right.
like candy, basically.
Right.
So, but rosés are actually very complicated wines to make, because it's made from red grapes.
Okay.
It stays in, skin contact is very short, a couple of days, and that's where it gets its color. So it's really a combination between white and red. So it's
Yeah.
really much more complicated than just being
Okay.
like
It's not simple.
It's not simple.
All right, let's do a little cheers.
Yeah.
This is the rosé. Delicious.
This is made from 100% Sangiovese grapes, again, from the Bordeaux. These are all organic.
I taste a little strawberry, maybe raspberry.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
Very
What?
good.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly
I'm just
it.
21 years old. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, you have a good palate, obviously.
Thank you.
So that worked out really well.
Julia, thank you.
So, so this is a great food wine. So now we're talking about Thanksgiving, obviously,
Yes.
right? So Thanksgiving is probably one of the better holidays for food because you have
Totally
such
food centered and a range.
a range. The range is mind-boggling,
Right.
actually. So you can go from potatoes to cranberries, which are complete
Right.
opposites.
Yeah.
basically. So what you have to find is a wine that has a high acidity
Okay.
and that's made well. So these wines, because that will cleanse your palate. So these wines can be had. You can go crazy and just do a food pairing per
Right. Also, what you're saying is don't get the cheap stuff. Guys, this is a high-profile holiday. Don't
It's
get
not,
the
it's not,
cheap
no, you have to get good stuff because there's some really expensive stuff that's not that good. That
Yeah.
gives you headaches. You
Yes.
shouldn't get any headaches from wines.
Yes.
So no matter how much you drink.
Okay.
So that shouldn't be a factor.
All right.
So, so you can have a white wine, rosé, red, or sparkling throughout the meal. You can have
Okay.
one
So
wine
it's
for
choose your own
everything.
adventure.
Yes.
And that is a tease for us because we are out of time. So you're going to have to tune back in for our second segment of Wine Wednesday. We're going to talk about pairing for Thanksgiving, and we're going to try the sparkling guy. Very
Excellent.
excited for that. Thank you, Julius. Guys, back to you.
Marcy, ask him if he has any Bartles and James.
Bartles and James.
What is it called?
Bartles and James. See if he remembers that.
Do you have any Bartles and James? Do you know? He knows
That's Scott.
exactly what you're talking about.
Is that Scott?
That's so Scott. That's our guy. We'll get you some Bartles and James.
All right, thank you. That's what I used to drink when I was, 18. It was legal for
Right,
me. It
and-
was legal for me to drink at 18.
That's
what we
right.
drank.
Yeah.